Hey friends, welcome to this makeup tutorial. This is a summer days makeup tutorial, so it's kind of inspired by the super balmy summer nights that we are getting here in Australia at the moment. So it's a bit smoky, super dewy, so people can't tell whether it's sweat or intentional highlight. I hope you enjoy it. Please leave any comments down below and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks, bye! Okay, to start off with today, I'm going to be using the NYX concealer for your under eyes, and I'm just going to be dabbing that using my ring finger under my eyes to conceal any dark circles. I'm trying a bit of a new style of filming where I'm going to be using a handheld mirror, so apologies if this goes terribly awry. We'll see. Now I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in Light 18, and I'm just going to use that to cover up any blemishes. I just have a bit of a breakout at the moment, so I'm just using that only on the areas that need it basically. And then I'm going to blend it out with a flat top kabuki brush. Now taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, I'm just going to draw in my brows. This is all stuff that I do in most of my videos, so feel free to have a look at the previous few videos where I go into more detail about how to do that. And quick dance break because, you know, why not? Now I'm going to be mixing two products, the Revlon ColourStay Foundation and the ColourFX, what are they called? Let me have a look. They are Custom Enhancer Drops in Sunlight. So what I did is I just mixed those two products together on a palette, and now I'm just going to dot it all over my face and blend it together with, blend it all out with a brush. The reason I mixed in these ColourFX drops was to give a more of a glowy look to the skin. You can just use it straight as a highlighter, like a liquid highlighter on your cheekbones, but I'm using it in the foundation today. I'm now going to be using the Love Shimmer Eye Cream in, no colour, in bronze. And I just patted that all over my eyelid. And now I'm going to be going in with the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Suede. And I'm just going to buff that in my crease using a dual fibre brush as my transition shade. Now I'm going to go in with the TooFaced Sweet Peach Palette, and I'm using a combination of Puree and Summer Yum. This was a limited edition palette, but it has come back out with a full kind of peach collection, and I reckon it's such a good palette, so worth the money. I use it all the time. And now I'm going to take Luscious, and I'm just going to pat that all over my lid on top of that cream base shade I used before. Now I was going to go in with Cobbler, but then I was like, lol, JKs. Actually, I'm going to go in with Bellini. Oh, I almost dropped it. Look at that replay. That would have been the worst day ever. And for some reason, my camera cut out and I didn't get a recording of me putting Bellini on, but I just patted that all over the top of Luscious. And then I took Caramelized from that palette and just buffed it into the outer V using a small pencil brush. Now I'm going to line the eyes relatively sloppily, not too intensely, with the Innisfree Auto Pencil Liner. I don't have a colour for it, but it is the plain black colour. Then I'm going to go over the top of this liner using a combination of Tempting and Peach Pit, both of them from the Sweet Peach palette. And I'm just going to smoke out that eyeliner using those two shadows. And now I'm going to use that pencil brush I used with Caramelized before. I'm going to take Peach Pit and Tempting, and I'm just going to use them to kind of join up to the edge of that eyeliner and deepen up the outer crease. And now I'm going back in with a clean fluffy brush and I'm just blending that all together. Now I'm going to take Nectar, also from the Sweet Peach palette, and I'm going to pat that just in the centre of my eyelid so that it provides a pop of colour and adds some dimension to the eye. Next up, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand and in Fair, and I'm just going to highlight areas of my face that I want highlighted. I go into more detail about this in some of my previous videos as well. I think the Full Face Glam has like a full-on description of how to do this and what it looks like. So yeah, check that out. Now I'm going to take the RCMA No Colour Powder and I'm just going to set those areas. This is super important to do during the summer, particularly if you have oilier skin. Just any way you set powder, it creates something to absorb the oil or the sweat that your body is creating in the really hot weather. And can we acknowledge just for a sec this terrible lack of blending? Like seriously, get it together, girl. Now taking a large fluffy brush, and I don't know why I didn't show you this shadow. Clearly I was just like all over the shop this day. But basically I was using a combination of white peach and peaches and cream from the Sweet Peach palette. And I was using that to highlight the cheekbone. And now I'm going to take the balm, the Mary Luminizer by the Balm. I'm using that same fluffy brush. I'm just going to highlight my inner corners. This has got a beautiful gleam to it, this highlighter, and I love using it on my inner corners. So 10 out of 10 would recommend there. Going back in with that eyeliner brush, I am going to use Tempting and Peach Pit, and I'm just going to line that lower lash line. And then I'm going to blend it out. So basically I'm doing the reverse process to what I did on the upper lids. So starting with Tempting and Peach Pit, I'm going to line the lower lash line. Then I'm going to blend it out using Caramelized and that fluffy pencil brush. And then using the dual fiber brush and Suede from the Kat Von D palette, I'm just going to blend that all out on the lower lash line. Now taking the Chanel Teint du Soleil du Chanel du something. Yeah girl, nailed that product name. It's the only cream bronzer that Chanel has. I'm just buffing that all over my face using a synthetic, well not all over my face. I buffed that where just bronzing up the face using a synthetic brush. And then taking the Clinique Face Glow in a glow, it's 101 a glow. I just dusted that over my cheeks. I'm just going to top that off with the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. And then in case I haven't got enough shimmery product on my face, I'm going to take the Mary Luminizer by the Balm again. And I'm just going to dust that liberally on my cheekbones and my temples and my Cupid's bow. To finish up, I'm going to be using the TooFaced Better Than Sex mascara and the Elizabeth Mott It's So Big mascara. And I'm just going to do a few coats of both of those. And then I'm going to take the Tarte Lip Surgeons, that looks a bit gross, the Tarte Lip Surgeons lip gloss. And I think this is in Bedazzled? Bedazzled? No, that's not correct. The product name will be down below. Oh wait, kidding, I found it. It's in Glitzy. This is really well worth it. It tastes like mint and it's just super nice. And now if you want to take this look up a notch, I've also included lashes at the end. So here I'm using the Ardell single individual lashes, which I think are really great, particularly if you're just starting out in lashes. They don't feel as intense as strip lashes. And they're really easy to put on. Like they take a little while to get used to it, but basically you just dip the end in some lash glue, wave it around to let it get a bit tacky. You want it to almost dry a little bit. And then you just place it where you want it and clamp it in with the tweezers, as I'm doing here. But they are a lot easier than strip lashes. And then you just cover up any little glue, visible glue, using the liner brush again. And it's a really easy way to just kick your look up a notch without putting in a huge amount of effort. And that's the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or comments or requests, please put them down below and subscribe. Bye! Makeup look. So it's designed to look super